Big focus this hour. The political bugle has started in the largest democracy of the world. Yes, the Election Commission of India has announced the dates for the Lok Sabha polls. The poll will be held in phases from 19th of April to the 1st of June on 543 seats. The results, of course, will come on the 4th of June. You're watching our special series on NewsX, where we're, of course, decoding who's winning 2024. This show is, of course, powered by Statistically Speaking. All the political parties are all set for this biggest battle to cross the halfway mark. At one side, the BJP has set the slogan of Ab ki baar 400 par. Prime Minister Modi, of course, is on a campaign trail. He's addressing rallies across the country. On the other side, the India Alliance is setting the stage for a showdown. Rahul Gandhi, of course, had concluded his yatra in Mumbai. He held a big rally over there. Many bigwigs of the India Alliance were participating in that meeting. Meanwhile, a lot of alliances, remember, have, of course, crumbled on both sides because of seat-sharing issues. Many, though, have been forged as well. Also, there are many leaders who are jumping ship every day, literally. And finally, of course, the public is watching it all. What will the voters do? What are their core issues? Well, we're going to try and decode that. And today, our focus is going to be on Andhra Pradesh. So let's quickly look at what the results of our poll, which was conducted in Andhra Pradesh, has thrown up, what the survey results really say about the sense of what is happening in Andhra Pradesh. So let's quickly first take you through the sample size of the survey. The sample size is 11,370. It was done, of course, in Andhra Pradesh. We're showing you the pulse of different states every day. And our first question that we asked people we surveyed was, what is your biggest issue in the Lok Sabha elections? And the question was answered by people overwhelmingly by pointing out at unemployment. So as you can see, unemployment and development are the two core issues. Unemployment, of course, comes in first, with 35.60% saying unemployment is the biggest issue for them this election. 33.90% saying they're going to vote on the issue of development. 10.97% people saying corruption. 10.02% people saying inflation. And 9.51% people saying none of these. Let's quickly go to the next slide if we can. The next question we asked was, on what basis will you cast your vote in the Lok Sabha elections? The answer for many people was actually party over candidate or religion or work. So 43.67% people said they will cast their vote basis a particular party. 26.34% people said they will cast it on the basis of work done on ground. 25.36% people saying on individual candidates put up in their constituencies. 2.68% people said on religion, and 1.95% people saying none of these. Let's quickly go to the next slide if we can. So the next question, of course, we asked was about the Prime Minister's performance. How has Narendra Modi performed as PM? 50% people surveyed said very good, 22.51% people said good, and 20.48% people saying average, with 7.01% also saying they can't really say. So quite an overwhelming majority saying that the PM has done very good work. How will the Modi factor work in the Lok Sabha elections? It will influence in a very good way, believe 48.92% people. In an average way, say 20.91% people. In a good way, say 15.62% people. Not at all, say 10.31% people. And 4.24% say they can't say. Now, if we talk about who do you feel will form the government in 2024? Well, you can see people clearly believe it's the NDA, with 52.35% people saying it's the NDA that will form a government at the center. 25.68% people say a government with regional alliances. Now, that's quite interesting, because remember, this is a state of Andhra Pradesh where there's actually a regional player at the helm currently in the state. 20.51% people believe it's the India Alliance, and 1.46% people believe they can't really say. So those are the answers. Those are the survey responses. Those are the results that this special survey has, of course, thrown up. We will, of course, get our guests' reactions to that. But first, I want to quickly bring in a special guest who's with us live. S. Rajiv Krishna, advisor, Andhra Pradesh government, and YSRCP leader, is joining us live. Welcome to the show. Mr. Krishna, what do you make of this, the survey responses, the results that have, of course, come out, and the pulse of the voter emerging from Andhra Pradesh? Okay, I think we've lost Rajiv Krishna's connection there, unfortunately, but let me also bring in Lankar Dinkar, a BJP leader. Also with us is Mahesh Konagala, Congress leader. Jyotsna Tirunagri, TDP leader, joining us as well. Jyotsna, let me begin with you first. What do you make of these survey responses coming out? What do you make of the pulse that we've managed to kind of decode through these questions asked to people of Andhra Pradesh?
Good evening. The first thing, definitely unemployment is a bigger issue, and that's what we have been saying for the past 5 years. Not a single company that has come to the state of Andhra Pradesh. And in fact, the youth of Andhra Pradesh have been diverted. We have to say this because the youth of Andhra Pradesh have been diverted. We see a lot of addictions, we see a lot of criminal nature in the youth, but we don't see any kind of a skill development going on in them or any kind of employment opportunities being given to them. So definitely that's the biggest factor, I should say, and also development, because as I said, when we talk about welfare, because the present government is completely relying on welfare. So, but along with welfare, development of the state is something that we have to very strongly believe in, which they have completely lost. They don't believe in development. For them, development is just their development, the government's development in terms of the people in the government. That's it. So today, when we look at the state of complete financial indiscipline in the state, lot of attacks happening on the people in the state of Andhra Pradesh, democracy gone for a haywire, financial discipline gone for a haywire, employment opportunities gone for a haywire, and absolute a chaos, we can say, a chaos in the state of Andhra Pradesh for the past 4.5 years, I should say, to be very precise. So when we look at all these instances, and when we look at all these situations, definitely the people of Andhra Pradesh today are looking for a change for the betterment of the state of Andhra Pradesh, a change for the long-term development of Andhra Pradesh, and that's the reason they are thinking of NDA, and that's the reason they are thinking of Telugu Desam, Janasena and Bharatiya Janata Party, and they are clear when they say, I think the sample size that you have taken is 11,370, but I think even if you take the results would be pretty out once the elections are over. So probably then we can clearly come on to a conclusion wherein what I'm saying today is true, because the people of Andhra Pradesh have very clearly believed that this government has failed this. They have failed in the promises. Almost when we put across their promises, 730 promises given by the YSRCP during 2019 elections, whether it was the Padyatra, whether it was the Navratnalu schemes, or whether it was the manifesto, total 730 promises given, of which 85% lay unfulfilled, especially the abolition of liquor, especially the CPS thing, or the DSEs. Every year we are going to conduct DSEs, or a job calendar every year, or the sand policy in the state, whatnot. You take, I'm telling you, 730 promises, all left there itself. Not even 15% completed in that. So definitely people are asking them. For the past 5 years, 9 times the electricity charges have been increased in the state of Andhra Pradesh, against the promise of Jagan Mohan Reddy, who said will not increase the electricity charges. 3 times the transport charges, the APSRTC charges have been increased, against the promise of Jagan Mohan Reddy, which he said I'm not going to increase. And in fact, in the past 5 years, we saw continuous attacks on BCs, SCs, STs and minorities. Almost 300 and odd people have lost their lives. 35,000 people lost lives in the state of Andhra Pradesh because of spurious liquor. And these are all facts. So people know all these facts. They have come to a conclusion that we need to put an end to this tyranny. We definitely need to put an end to this tyranny. We definitely need to put an end to this anti-democratic government. I would put it very clearly. And also, if you look at certain instances, we believe there is some sort of state-sponsored terrorism that's happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And that's really alarming.
Okay. Jyotsna Tirunagri, also, do you believe that this alliance that you have forged with the BJP, the Janasena, the TDP and the BJP now all contesting together will impact the upcoming assembly elections in a positive way and Lok Sabha?
Absolutely, because see,
because sometimes what we see though, Jyotsna, is that people in assembly vote in a different manner and Lok Sabha vote in a different manner. But do you believe this Modi factor will help the alliance in the assembly as well, in the Vidhan Sabha as well, apart from also Lok Sabha?
See, definitely, because as I said, we have a long-term plan for the state of Andhra Pradesh, developmental plan, which we have lost. For the past 5 years, we have lost. In fact, if I can give you an example, in 2014 to 19, let's say initial 3.5 years, we had the NDA government. It was only in 2018 that we came out. But during the NDA government, the Polavaram went on a very good pace, the capital went on a very good pace, and all the other things that we had to see, all of them, we had got good institutions for the state of Andhra Pradesh. What did happen for the past 5 years? What did the state achieve? What will the SRCP code that we have achieved? Where is the coordination and connection and, what should we say, some sort of a relation between the center and the state? And when I'm saying center and the state, it has to be when we have to put our foot down, we have to put our foot down. But again, there has to be certain coordination between the state and center, which is completely missing. We have to put forward our demands before the center. The state has failed in that. Why didn't we, when even the center has, if we can quote certain examples, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, so many houses, lakhs of houses were granted. Why weren't they built in the state of Andhra Pradesh? What was stopping the government from building them? When for a particular zone, the land was allotted and land was sanctioned, why isn't the government giving it to the central government to build that particular zone there? What's stopping them? So definitely, if the state government is inefficient, obviously we cannot have a proper coordination with the central government. And that's where the state fails, and this the people have understood. They see that there is only a destruction that's happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh for the past 5 years. So now they want to change. As I said, a change for a better Andhra Pradesh, a change for a progressive Andhra Pradesh. And as PM Narendra Modi ji the other day said, we are taking into consideration, and in fact the people of Andhra Pradesh are taking into consideration that we need to concentrate on regional aspirations and national progress. So we are looking forward for a progressive Andhra Pradesh and also a progressive India. So we are clear. The people of Andhra Pradesh are very clear.
Okay, the people of Andhra Pradesh are very clear is what you're clearly saying. But, do you believe that, the main issues are going to be unemployment, development, as stated in our survey, or are people thinking differently? What do you believe are the main issues? And do you agree with what the survey has thrown up?
Yeah, when you talk about the unemployment and development, yes, that definitely is a factor. And apart from that, along with that, I should say, one another issue is the violence that's happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh. The lawlessness in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And also the impact and the influence of liquor and ganja and the drugs that's happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh. In fact, I'll tell you one thing here. The youth of Andhra Pradesh, I think they are the biggest sufferers for the past 5 years. Without jobs, addicted to liquor, addicted to drugs, they have lost their very, very, very valuable 5 years. And tomorrow if we come back to power, when we come back to power, I'll tell you, we probably can change the financial situation in the state. We probably can change everything. We can, as promised, we can do welfare and development, both of them together. But probably the youth, the lives that they have lost, the valuable 5 years, the generation that has lost, and that the generation, the impact of drugs and liquor, the generation is facing today, that is something that's really alarming.
Okay,
and that's what we are more concerned about.
Appreciate you joining us with your perspective on this big story. Let me also bring in another special guest who is joining us now live. Abdul Hafiz Khan, YSRCP MLA from Kurnool, is joining us on the broadcast. Abdul Hafiz Khan, thank you very much for speaking with NewsX. Firstly, what do you make of the results this survey has thrown up regarding what the pulse of the voter is in Andhra, and what do you believe are going to be the main issues this 2024 Lok Sabha and Assembly election?
Thank you, sir. I'm in the middle of the campaign, and I have taken your call.
Appreciate you taking time out. Yes,
I would like to tell you one thing. our Honorable Chief Minister, Jagan Mohan Reddy sir, has done an
We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
In delivering welfare schemes, in delivering the welfare schemes, in giving a non-corrupt governance, in giving door delivery of governance. If you see the education sector, we have got all the awards and we have surpassed even Kerala with respect to education sector. If you see the health sector reforms that we have got, right from village clinic to the general hospitals where we have created into multi-speciality hospitals, the way we have got the ambulances, the way we are giving the Arogyasri scheme where the beneficiaries can even go to any star hospital and get the treatment done, the way we have done the women empowerment, the way we have supported the farmers, the way we have implemented the irrigation schemes, the way we are building our ports, the way we are building our new SEZs, the way we are building a pharma hub, the way we are building the infrastructure of Andhra Pradesh, the way we are transforming the school education, everything we are doing reforms. In 5 years, we have given 2,55,000 crores of rupees through direct beneficiary transfer. This is an exceptional performance by any state government in India. And also, we are transforming their lives. We are transforming their approach towards life. Our Honorable Chief Minister has, whatever he has mentioned in the manifesto, we have delivered it for 99%. We don't promise something which is not deliverable. We have promised and we have delivered. Whereas Telugu Desam Party, last time they have promised more than 600 manifesto promises and they were not able to implement even couple of promises properly. What has this alliance done in 2019, which had made them completely lost their vote bank in Andhra Pradesh? That is the point that you have to think about. If they would have really done something great from 2014 to 2019 while being in the government, then why would they go away from the alliance? Why would Chandrababu Naidu Garu call Mr. Modi sir as a terrorist while doing the campaign in 2019? Why he has changed from Mr. Terrorist to the Mr. Savior kind of words that are coming from Chandrababu Naidu? Because Telugu Desam Party has lost the mandate in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It just wants to take 1%, 2% share of Bharatiya Janata Party. It wants to take a couple of percentage of vote share from Janasena Party. But all together, they don't have a vision. And whatever my sister from Telugu Desam Party was saying, they are all far away from the realistic world. There is nothing like what she is saying. I'm assuring you, we will talk on June 4th again. You will see an exceptional result in the state of Andhra Pradesh, because what we have transformed the state into, where we have given the poorest of the poor all the benefits that it can do, and also we have given to the voiceless people with respect to political empowerment, with respect to economical empowerment, financial empowerment, farmers empowerment, women empowerment, educational reforms, healthcare reforms. The kind of infrastructure that we have created on the ground is exceptional. The way we have created the Sachivalayam system, the secretariat, village secretariat system with volunteer system, where they go door to door and give the all the benefits to the beneficiaries, where there is no corruption, there is no discrimination, there is no law and order problem. Now, if they would have been really good on the ground, then why do they need?
But what about Abdul Hafiz Khan? What about the alliance that the TDP and Janasena have forged with the BJP? What is going to be the impact of that? Okay, I think we've lost Abdul Hafiz Khan, unfortunately. Let me bring in, do we have Lanka Dinakar with us?
Are you there?
Yeah, tell me.
Hello?
Okay, let me bring in. Abdul, are you back with us? Okay, I think we are having some connection with him. We'll just try and bring him back. He's obviously on his campaign, so perhaps the network is breaking. But Lanka Dinakar, let me quickly bring you in here on on the new alliance, of course, that you have forged. What do you believe the impact of this will be on ground? How big a boost will it give you in the upcoming elections, both of Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha?
First of all, whenever BJP has alliance with the TDP, TDP is getting victory. Right from the beginning, if you see the history, it is very clear. In the year 2018, TDP, due to the political reasons, they had came out from the alliance. They had tasted the defeat in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and then they realized that the way in which the governance happens, Narendra Modi ji, in the nation, whatever the welfare with the spirit of Antyodaya, whatever the development under Gati Shakti Yojana, whatever the name and fame which is internationally getting goodwill for Bharat. These are all the things. Definitely, again, TDP has Chandrababu Naidu came. He expressed his interest to join in NDA. BJP also welcomed due to the prevailing situation in Andhra Pradesh. There is I'm very much sympathetic as far as YSRCP representative is concerned. He is MLA from Kurnool. Definitely, this time our win will commence from Kurnool. Our NDA candidate, Bharat, is going to register landslide victory. I'm telling make it sure. It is very clear. And then the way in which governance happens for last 9 years, Andhra Pradesh people also experienced how the Modi ji, whether we have given votes or seats to the union government, irrespective of the fact, delivery of the union government schemes, Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, 2 crore 70 lakh people are enjoying the benefit. PM Awas Yojana, 25 lakh people are sanctioned the poor housing. Nearly 1 crore 57 lakh PM Ayushman Bharat cards issued so far. 4 lakh people have been enjoying PM Swanidhi scheme. 13.65 Lakpati disease registered in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And if you see that nearly 15,000 crores worth of fertilizer subsidy is giving to the state of Andhra Pradesh, 2,000 rupees per bag of urea is giving subsidy by the union government. 16,000 crores is giving as a subsidy for National Food Security Act alone Andhra Pradesh. Nearly 10,000 crores on average Nadega funds are giving to the state of Andhra Pradesh per annum. If you go through the list of these schemes have been actually implementing by the union government. Let you see the Jal Jeevan Mission. Nearly 75% of the rural households getting safe water tap connection. It is the union government scheme. Unfortunately, these schemes have been propagating as their schemes by the state government under the leadership of YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. They are affixing their stickers. We are very clearly, openly expressing the facts as these are all the Modi guarantee schemes. Few parties are telling that if we come to the power, we do this, that, but already we are delivering. People are also experiencing Viksit Sankalp Bharat Yatra, Modi guarantee vehicle, which has been very clearly explained to the people, around 25,000 panchayats across the state of Andhra Pradesh. Hence, people have the very confidence in infrastructure. As far as infrastructure is concerned, PM Gati Shakti Yojana, Bharatmala, Sagarmala Yojana, in which we had laid roads, railway lines and seaports we had sanctioned. Despite we had, union government had sanctioned 5 industrial clusters across the Visakhapatnam Chennai industrial corridor. This is pathetic situation. The state government is unable to take up those things. Even they had allotted land which is required. 2 NIMS out of 7, 2 NIMS allotted to the state of Andhra Pradesh. One is at Kanigiri and another is Erpedu. But unfortunately, the state government miserably failed to complete the land allotment and carrying the infrastructure facilities so as to make development for the construction of industries. So these big problem from the state government. It is a misgovernance. This government has promised for 100% prohibition of liquor. But today, what is the liquor revenue of the state government? The state government which promised a liquor ban in the year 2014, the income of the liquor 17,000 crores. Now
a lot of people believe the unemployment is an issue. A lot of people believe the unemployment is an issue.
Is issue because I am telling now, whatever the industrial clusters, industrial corridors, which was sanctioned by the union government, which was not completed by the state government. That's why the unemployment has become the big issue in the state of Andhra Pradesh. If it has completed these industrial corridors, definitely employment opportunities might be available. it is a very big issue what we are speaking. The Honorable Prime Minister, 2 days back, he was attended for massive 10 lakh people, massive gathering in Boppudi village near Chilakulurpeta of Andhra Pradesh, where very clearly expressed that lack of development for last 5 years, Andhra Pradesh has been gone down. Now, Viksita Sankalpa Bharat, which is the Sankalpa taken by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he requested and intended Viksit Andhra also. The Modi guarantee for the development is the primary prerequisite, as he expressed, and the way in which the misgovernance happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh, ruthless government which is acting against inhuman attacks on irrespective of caste, religion, and wherever this government is acting inhumanly, and physical attacks and voluntary system. They are telling that voluntary system become the undemocratic, unconstitutional machinery today. Election Commission already suspended 30 to 40% from each and every conscious volunteers from their services because of these people are acting as YSRCP characters rather than acting as the government which is offering their honorarium. They are working like a YSRCP Karyakartas, as expressed by the YSRCP leaders previously, that most of the volunteers, nearly 2.5 lakh volunteers appointed, most of them are nearly 90% or YSRCP Karyakartas are sympathizers. They want to use this system in election process, threatening the voters regarding to the schemes and the physical attacks. These are all the things happening. We had conveyed the same thing to the Election Commission yesterday. TDP, BJP, and Janasena together, NDA alliance partners went to the Election Commission. We told all the malpractices which are making by the YSRCP government. People are ready for change because this government has lost its credibility, trust among the general public. Most particularly, there is no proper development. There is no capital expenditure to make revenue generation for future asset creation. There is no such kind of activities happened for the last 5 years. Single irrigation project not completed. Let you see the Polavaram prior to 2019 in the NDA alliance completed 72%, from which there is no progress as far as Polavaram. There is no progress for Handriniva, Galeru Nagari. There is no progress for Velugonda. Despite of non-completion of these projects, he is inaugurating, he is dedicating to the nation these projects without completion. We are floating. We are making the fact-finding committees. We are going those projects.
Okay, let me also bring in Vineet Goenka, a political analyst. Vineet Goenka, your first reaction to the survey results and also Lanka Dinakar, I'll leave it at that with you. Thank you so much for being with us and good luck to you, of course, in the upcoming elections. Vineet Goenka, let me quickly draw you in here on the, on your interpretation of the pulse of the voter gauged through these survey results. And do you believe that, often we see in Odisha and other states, voters vote differently for Vidhan Sabha and for Lok Sabha? What will happen in Andhra this time?
Udayji, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to all my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching me right now. I happened to go to Andhra Pradesh and somebody in Telugu said something to me. I asked him the meaning. What he said is, Telugu korum kolpoyina. I asked the lady, what does it mean? She said, we have lost the respect. Andhra Pradesh had respect in all these states. Be it be IT, be it be power, be it be agriculture, or be it be the language or the behavior or the law and order. What has happened in the last few years under YSR is that they have lost this gauravam, this respect. And I'll tell you, let me quote 3 newspapers. 9th October 2021, Live Mint. I repeat, 9th October 2021, Live Mint. 3rd May 2022, Hindustan Times. And 8th September 2023, The Hindu. 3 years, I've quoted you 3 newspapers. And what is the common news? The common news is 9th October 2021, alarming energy crisis. 3rd May 2022, Hindustan Times, power crisis. 8th September 2023, The Hindu, government inefficiency leads to power crisis in Andhra Pradesh. Year on year, month on month, the power crisis is coming up. And because of power crisis, no farming, no industry, no IT, no safety. Let me tell you a live example. When does a sister ditch a brother? Sister ditches a brother only when she is extremely unhappy. She tolerates all her brother's nonsense till she can tolerate. But the day she is unbearable tolerance. And why? If you see Ms. Sharmila ditching the chief minister, it's an example where the family is now feeling that in respect. The problem which they are facing, the entire Andhra Pradesh is into crisis, and I think the citizens of Andhra Pradesh will get rid of the current dispensation in Andhra Pradesh, both in the Lok Sabha as well as in the Assembly.
Okay. Let me also, in fact, quickly see if we can rope in Mahesh Kunagala, Congress leader. Is he there with us? Mahesh, are you there with us? Okay, let me bring in Mahesh Kunagala. Mahesh Kunagala, what about the Congress party's view on, of course, the upcoming Assembly and Lok Sabha elections? How confident are you of your chances? What do you make of this alliance's impact on the upcoming polls? Do you believe the NDA's chances have got stronger? Why Sharmila coming into your fold? Do you believe that will boost your chances, damage the YSRCP, lead to split in YSRCP votes? What is your analysis of the way Andhra Pradesh is going, and also the survey results that you heard, Mahesh? What do you make of them?
Yeah, we are very confident this time because leader like Sharmila ji with a good, political background and having dedicated her, these two people of Andhra Pradesh, and she is a dynamic leader. Under her leadership, with the able guidance of other senior leaders of Andhra Pradesh, definitely this time will definitely make the difference. It was not the same show that we had in the previous two elections after the formation of separate Andhra Pradesh. Here, what I can observe from my neighboring state, my Telugu-speaking brothers and sisters, people of AP, they have realized what? One thing, in the last 10 years, Modi's government, Modi's central government, given them a stepmotherly treatment for people of AP. That much they realized. Point one. And now, who is associating with Modi? Of course, directly TDP and Pawan Kalyan, but Babu Garu and Pawan Kalyan Garu are associating directly with Modi, but indirectly, Jagan is also part of it. So we call, in Andhra Pradesh, we call BJP as Babu, Jagan, Pawan. So whoever gets a ticket, they are in the fold of it, they are in the lap of Modi. Who is Modi? Who betrayed the, Andhra Pradesh for the last 10 years, and they gave a stepmotherly treatment. There is no support from the center to, even in the TDP government, even in now YCP government, there is no special status, there is no special package, there is no encouragement for the newly formed state of Andhra Pradesh. One thing I want to make it clear. Second, and it is true evident from all the numbers from Andhra Pradesh, as per the growth rate is concerned, it is like, it is not picked up the speed or a pace of development which it is supposed to. So now in the TDP government, people, they experienced the TDP government for 5 years, and they realized that TDP government is failed in discharging their expectations or duties. Then they changed the government, they gave power to YS Jagan. Now Jagan government is also at the verge of collapse because you can see the main mantra is all about freebies, all giving going with the welfare. But the freebies alone can't save their skin. That much Jagan should understand by now. Because the classic example, live example here in Telangana, CM KCR went the same way, and he, the results. Number speaks loudly, rather we speaks in word. So the same going to repeat in Andhra Pradesh. Now, people of Andhra Pradesh, they have looked at Jagan, they have looked at Babu, and now it is the only hope of Andhra Pradesh. And as Congress promised,
okay, that's for Assembly. That's as far as Assembly is concerned. What about Lok Sabha?
We created the state, and we are going to give the special status. The Congress top leadership, Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, what about the Lok Sabha? What about the Lok Sabha? Because people saying, that a lot of voters in this, a lot of people surveyed, of course, in this survey say that they believe NDA is forming government. A lot of people believe PM Modi's performance is good. The Modi factor will influence the way Lok Sabha, results go, the way Andhra Pradesh votes, at least in the Lok Sabha seats. Assembly, of course, often is a different story, as I was telling our other guests earlier. So what do you make of, this sort of snapshot emerging of the Modi factor and, the NDA government's performance?
I don't think, sir. I don't think Modi will perform in the south, especially Andhra Pradesh. So that's the same situation how they are struggling in Telangana and other parts of southern region of India, and that's the same case with Andhra Pradesh, and especially Andhra Pradesh. Modi have cheated them. Literally, Modi have cheated them like by not granting them special status, not giving them any special aid. And Andhra Pradesh is like, in united form of Andhra Pradesh, it used to have a high respect in the entire country for whatever the performance that we had earlier, but now they don't. And AP is now competing with Modi. Jagan is competing Modi with in rise in unemployment rate as well, sending off all. Modi is selling off all public sector units, and Jagan is sending off all private sector units. So there is no people of Andhra. There is no chance of accepting Modi this time, and not in today's politics, not in today's election. Even the future generations of Andhra Pradesh won't excuse Modi, won't forgive Modi for whatever the damage he has done to Andhra Pradesh as well state of Telangana.
Okay, Gyanendra Mishra, let me quickly bring you in here, political analyst who's also joining us now. Gyanendra Mishra, firstly, your take on the survey results. What sort of indication they give us about the way Andhra Pradesh is going to vote in the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections?
So, Vinay, thank you for having me on your show. And let me first congratulate NewsX for, I think, conducting a very, relevant and, to my mind, a very authentic and real-time survey. And one very interesting part of this survey, when I was hearing the results of the survey that you were talking about, is the people that said unemployment being one of the most important consideration for voters with this coming election. And I think it has a very significant ramification because, this is the one aspect, this is the one issue where, as this particular survey reflects, this is the center stage of people's consideration and consciousness while going to vote for this election. And the performance of the ruling dispensation as far as on the issue of employment is concerned is not a very sterling record. And therefore, it would be interesting that how the issues of unemployment, how the issue of mehengai, and etc., the issues which basically relates to common man and their day-to-day existence and survival is being considered by the voter as one of the most important and critical region and consideration. Other part of it that, the battle in Andhra Pradesh is going to be very interesting. And this alliance between TDP and BJP, obviously an alliance which has been done by, basically necessitated by the need and survival of both the parties. For Telugu Desam Party, this election is a matter of, the life and death. And obviously, BJP is trying its level best to increase its foothold in the southern state, because this is where the BJP is hoping to increase its tally of seats. And therefore, this alliance has happened just before the election. How much now it is going to, relate into the voters voting for this alliance, because as I said, this alliance has happened at the very last end, where almost the election has been announced. Congress, because of the Congress performance in the neighboring state of Karnataka and Telangana, has a very, very good chance of performing well in Andhra Pradesh election. And after, Jagan Reddy's sister, turning over Congress and now leading as a president, state president, is a very interesting development. And I think it will have a very good and positive impact on the Congress performance. Jagan Reddy's model in Andhra Pradesh has been the same model where he tried to win the popular sentiment by creating a government machinery which basically operates in providing the amenities to the people, what we call the freebies, the new terminology that we use. And he's focused on the most fundamental aspect of development, like the infrastructure, IT, and as Viniji was talking about, or some, I don't know, some other panelist was talking about the lack of, the electric supply, etc., has not been that stellar. And I believe that just like in the neighboring Telangana, he is also facing a significant anti-incumbency sentiment.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.